But I never told you to even have a conversation with him. I just asked you.
You came to me at the party that day and you told me you wanted a kiss. Don't lie, yeah.
I said for dinner, what am I eating?
I said me.
I want love too.
It should be direct pronunciation of intention.
You guys, these housemates are literal witches and wizards because tell me why they do not sleep at night. Yo, we asked for content too, but at this point, I don't even know. So, throughout last night, I was awake just capturing everything that was going on, left, right, center. So much happened, and I'm here to download the gist for you guys. I'm here to give you all the tea from the happenings in the house last night. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please do well to like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And don't also forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video. So let us just get straight into it because
Just stay hungry.
we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to begin with this Midday and Bright situation, Midday and Bright gist, because this happened just after the live eviction show. I know some people missed it. For this conversation, Midday and Bright, they were talking. When Midday was telling Bright that she was hungry, and Bright was suggesting that she can have him for dinner, right? And she's like, yo, like, do you want me to stay hungry? Like, almost like, are you joking? Yeah. And he now said, you've not even tested me to see whether I am, I could make you full and stuff. And then that's when they now spoke about the peck that happened. Apparently, Bright pecked her when she was sleeping. They didn't say whether it was on her forehead or it was on her lip or something, but there was a peck that happened, and they highlighted that.
I said for dinner, what am I eating?
I said me.
Just stay hungry.
Have you even tested it? No, for real. Have you even tried it to see if you'll be full or
I haven't. It was just there.
swear on your life?
Yesterday now.
So you know.
So they don't enter get to Bright. She say you get relationship outside. In fact, speaking about Bright's relationship, yesterday, I mean last night, Mide saw a tattoo that Bright has on his body, and apparently he tattooed his babe's name, his girlfriend's name on his body. That's how serious the situation is. And they had a conversation, Sha, and it looks like it's not going to change anything between them. That's Midday and Bright. They are still going to keep waxing strong because in this video that I'm about to show you, she was walking away and he was like, come back. I mean, there's a way he said it. I say, yeah. The way she turned back and went to like meet him, and then next thing they're holding and stuff. I was like, all right, it looks like there's no shaking of this. There's no shaking. They here, they know they shake.
Come here. I'm not done. I feel like they work on this.
Really?
It's all right. Now, I strongly believe that the reason this thing did not really shake me like that is because of I think that shipping is one of the things that she had as in mind that she's going to give as content. So I'm sure she's thinking, if I let this thing go now, how I won't take reach my own. I want to give my own contents like this. You understand? So I'm sure shipping was a major part of the things that she decided to do in the house. That's why she's still holding on to the situation. And I don't know, like I said, no shaking. So here, Bright was having a conversation with Victory, saying that he told Mide that she should make up her mind and make a choice because there are some other people in the house that actually like Mide and have expressed it. Like Kumi had a conversation with her, Keke had a conversation with her at some point, and he expressed likeness for her. And then I can't remember who else was involved, but there are other people in the picture somehow. And he was just saying that she should make a choice. And the reason for that is because he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's jeopardizing his relationship outside, and then what he's jeopardizing it for, it's not even it's not a serious thing, or it's not working, or it's basically not in his favor, if I may say.
I keep them to this you choose. Because I don't want person here.
I'm sure it could play me where we see risk waiting out there just to dey play around. Now very nonsense thing be that.
Well, what are we going to call this one? Are we going to call it Yoruba demon situation or something else? Because my own is that for you to tattoo your babe's name on your body, let me say this serious. And he mentioned on stage that he's in love, right? So now that Mide is aware that he's in a relationship, anyway, like I said, I believe that she been follow for her content, so she's going to be there for the game's sake. I don't know if she's going to fall in love in the process or whatever. If she fall in love now, she lose. But I believe that she's still in it for the sake of the game because it's going to help her game definitely. And then another major thing that happened yesterday was Telma's situation with head of house. She won the head of house games, congratulations to her. And she chose Kayikumi to share the head of house lounge with. And it caused serious wahala in the household because they were talking about it. Oh, you guys know that Kayikumi is with Isabella right now. So it was a major situation. Yeah. Now, this Rude Boy was the first person that crashed out because of it, and he had a conversation with several people. He had a conversation with so many people talking about how he feels. Apparently, he likes Telma a lot, and he just realized that he with with this situation that happened, it just made him realize how much he actually really likes her. Right? She was just telling him that it's basically for the game. There's nothing serious that if she didn't choose Kanyikumi, she would have chosen Kola. So Telma was like, she was very intentional about her choice. She didn't want something that people expected because they were expecting her to choose either Ruboy or Sabrina. She said she would have chosen Kola. I wonder how that would have been. That would have been a whole crazy thing because what's his name? Kola is facing his own issues, like his own relationship issues that I don't even know, not in a relationship, but having relationship issues. So Rubo was the first person that had an issue with it. And of course, Kayikumi had a situation too. He had an issue, or he had an issue with his relationship. And the reason for that is because he accepted it. Normally, when you win head of house, when you're chosen to share the head of house lounge, people that will ask you whether you accept, and you will now say whether you go accept or you not go accept. Now he accepted it, and that made Isabella feel some type of way, right? And she wasn't saying anything when they went into the house. She was just by herself, and he Kaikumi was just going around trying to like understand what should be his next move, and they were just advising him. Victory and Cole and Tracy, they were advising him on what to do. We were just acting all concerned about the situation and how to solve the situation. And Isabella had a crash out, not a crash out, sha. He went to meet her in the kitchen. That's Kanikumi. He went to meet her in the kitchen, and she just like literally told him off. She was very pissed off. That is when she now expressed herself, because before then she was just keeping it to herself. So she told him not to even come close to her at all. Yeah. Well, while she was in the kitchen.
They pick you, they learn, they learn. But I will learn, don't worry. Because I'm going to crash out.
So for that part, she was just basically like blaming herself for putting herself in this situation, and it's something that happens to her like on a regular, just liking somebody that doesn't like you as much, or liking someone more than they like you. So she was just feeling regrets. And then with Kola, she also told him that she's not going to talk to him again. She's not going to talk to Kaikumi again, and that's right now, she's going to be fine. She's going to cry, oh, but after she has cuddled with Kebobo, she's going to be fine. Yeah, but she's not going to talk to Kaikumi again. Let's see how that is going to hold.
Move on. When I cuddle with Kibo, I'll cry and just move on. I'm never going to speak to him again.
Let's see how long that is going to hold. Meanwhile, the Kaikumi still went to the head of house lounge to stay. So if you're trying to solve the problem, if you're trying to make peace and make sure that everything is fine, I believe that one thing you would not like to do is to go there and sleep. So it's one thing to accept to share the head of house lounge. It's another thing to actually sleep there. Yeah. which is the main thing, because normally it's not the first time that people are picking maybe those in situationships to share the head of house lounge, but most times they don't those in those situationships tend not to sleep there, right? So I expected that he will not even to just be for like maybe during the day, maybe going to take a shower and just other forms of comfort that he would enjoy there, other privileges that he would enjoy there, but not like going there by this time to like lay down when the person that you're with obviously is not happy. Yeah. But I'm not surprised, Sha. KK has been moving funny, and it's obvious that he's just playing a game, or he's just playing
I
basically.
didn't call you Asa here because I'm trying to spoil whatever you guys have, oh. And to also let you know that you can decide to not sleep here.
I know that.
She even said itself that you can decide to not sleep here. Like, I know, but you still did there. Why didn't two people have this conversation outside of the room? This is somebody that you guys have done things, doings. You guys have gone into like several doings, and this is what it is. Obviously, Isabella would feel some type of way, but let's see if there's any room for reconciliation. Then for Faith and Imisi, I did not know that they've been I don't know that things have gotten to like the conversation that they had yesterday. I said, what happened? He basically said that she asked him for a kiss at the party, and that, apparently he didn't want to do that. And then she now settled for a peck, which he did, but he also did not want to do. But he was just like highlighting what she asked of him and how he responded to it.
You came to me at the party that day and you told me you wanted a kiss. Don't lie, yeah. Then you came and you said we should do peck. Do you know the amount of mental energy it took me to give you? Because it was like, it's not something I wanted to do.
So she had like a literal crash out. She was like, "Hey, when you're feeling very embarrassed by a situation, that's how she expressed. That's how she was expressing herself. Like, hey, and she was still trying to tell him to like keep his voice down, so that others will not even like now hear. So, he said it happened at the party. In fact, she said it. In fact, she said it was a lie. She denied it. Said, no, that is lying." But he said she was tipsy, or she was tipsy. So she probably did not know when she did that, and that's why he doesn't like to even engage in anything with anybody when they are tipsy, because um, they're not in their right frame of mind, right? So that whole conversation happened there. It was a long one. He just kept trying to prove when it happened, what did not happen. And then later on, they were downstairs having a conversation. She had her hands in her clothes, and he now called her attention to it. Maybe he has told her before, maybe they've had a conversation about it before, and she was now like, there was this shock that she had on her face. There was this shock that she had, and she now said that no, like she was not doing anything on purpose. She wasn't trying to do anything, or she wasn't trying to be seductive, because I think that's what he was implying. And he now said that it's not even seductive, and she shouldn't do that. In fact, she got pissed off by the whole thing, because he now painted it as if she was maybe trying to like be seductive towards him, or be that way.
Do you know that?
Stop. Remove your hands from your breast. When you're talking to me, don't put your hands in your boobs. You're lying. I know what you're doing.
I swear
And
on
it
my
makes me
dad's
uncomfortable.
grave. I swear to God. I'm not trying to be seductive. That's just me. Like,
That is not seductive to me.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Well, so this is when a literal crash out happened there. The part that now shocked me. In fact, the thing that in fact escalated to it's escalated to the point where they just went their separate ways, and she was like, "F you." I say, "Eh, wow, the ship never even sailed. The thing done already capsized."
Oh, I don't like this.
Okay.
Is like it's really uncomfortable. Like you're
So do you want to end the conversation now?
yeah, for
Good.
real.
Good
Make me
night.
stop it. Fuck you.
So Femisi is over. It's over for Femisi, or maybe this is just a temporary thing. Tomorrow they might reconcile, but I don't know. The whole thing is because Faith said it before he entered into the house, that he's not open at all for anything, relationship or situationship, that he's just there to have fun, right? And I don't know. Imisi has expressed that she likes him. she told Koyin, but I don't know if she wants a ship or she just wants to also have fun, right? We're going to find out as time goes on. Then Avatar and what's her name? Avatar and Joanna had a fight because of cake. And the cake is not even either it's not even for either of them. It was Daenerys' cake. Yesterday was Daenerys' birthday. People that brought cake for them, but it was Joanna that was sharing it. And Avatar came to take some, and then apparently she took an extra smaller one, and that's what just caused the whole issue between them. They went at it, sha. So the genesis of this whole thing. This house there must be a fight, even if it's not even a major one. There must be one small one every day of the week. So the genesis, the way it started at the beginning, yeah, it was basically Avatar coming to collect her own portion of the cake, but she now took an extra small one. I think she said she wanted velvet. Maybe the cake probably has like different flavors, so she wanted the velvet one. So there was a small piece that she now took. Joanna was not telling her that she counted it. Everton told her that this small piece is not part of, like, it's not a full portion, and Joanna was still saying that she counted it, and that's how the birthday boy wanted it and all of that. Ivata, they were still having the conversation, and Joanna now said, "Auntie, go, go, go!" Like she called her auntie, and that's where Ivata picked offense and kind of went off. She was now trying to explain. That's Ivata was trying to explain to the birthday boy. That's Denari, and Joanna was still on it somehow, and that's when the thing now blew out of proportion. Name calling from Ivata and all.
But you don't do that. The owner of the cake wants his cake that way.
Okay, is this one piece?
Auntie,
And this
go.
is one piece. Don't call me auntie. Which one is that? I wanted red velvet. There's no red velvet, so I took this one because this is not a piece, and she's shouting at me.
I have every right to.
You don't.
I do.
You fucking don't.
I do.
Bitch.
All you have to do.
So, that's where the name calling came in, and also the auntie name with the trigger. You guys know, obviously, like referring to her like that, she would have felt some type of way, yeah. So it wasn't. I don't think it was that deep. So we're going to just move on from it onto the next points on our
Get
agenda.
out!
Now, Kola, like I said, is going to grow gray hairs in this house because at this point, he's going through a lot. He's the one that is allowing himself go through a lot. Yeah. He's putting himself in this kind of difficult situations. So himself and Doris had a conversation last night, right? About Jason was at the center of it. Dede and Jason, but it was mainly Jason because of the conversation he had with Jason is what made him come back and discuss this whole thing with Doris.
But I never told you to even have a conversation with him. I just asked you. I just asked you how far do you owe him any loyalty?
What I'm gonna do is make it seem like I see you're trying to bash my head. This guy is gonna beat me. Then you told me that Doris said that she spoke to me to have the conversation with him before I pursue her.
So this is one of those conversations where they will just be talking up. So apparently when he had a conversation with Jason, Jason told him that there are some things that Doris told him, right? And one had to do with Doris saying that Kola was supposed to have had a conversation with Jason before proceeding with Dede onto bro code, like some, I don't know, the thing not even just jig. That's why I said that Kola self in he's also setting himself up because I didn't see the reason for this particular crash out. Yeah, but he was just crashing out. It was a long conversation with no, he was basically rambling. That's just what I'm gonna call it. So they finished that conversation, and later on in the night, so much more happened. Let me begin with Koi. It's still onto the Dede thing. So Koi was with Dede earlier on before this sit down thing that he had with True Boy. He was with Dede. They were having like, heart to heart talks, not heart to heart per se, but they were talking, just gisting about like things they like, things they don't like, and all of that. And now after that conversation, he was telling Rude Boy that Dede knows what she's doing, because in that conversation, Dede told him that this thing that they're doing now is going to cause fights, is going to cause fights, or is going to cause problem for him. That's going. So she's basically aware of what she's doing, and she's intentional with how she's trying to, like, almost like she's trying to play the guys, yeah. And that's the things that Dede says that she likes is what what's the why am I even forgetting his name? Is what Kola tends to do, right? So he was just saying it's almost like, oh, I see what she's trying to do. I see her game. I've clocked it basically.
You see, you cannot say, I like this, I like this. Now, waiting, God, I'm going to do that. She tell me, say, she me, I know, say, this talk, we start to talk like this, say, me, I will get issue. I say, I know, no, she know what she did do. She knows, and she knows, say, me, say, I will.
And I say it too. I see it too. That is literally what is on board. I mean, on ground right now, because you see, Dede, she knows what she's doing. She's very much aware of what she's doing, because this her closeness with Koi, she knows that it's going to cause, some cause wahala, or it's going to be an issue, right? And Kola proved it in this conversation that they were having, exactly as it was said. By exactly as it was said is what happened. Now Kola has been on his own, no sha. He was trying to stay away from the whole thing. He has been on his own. He even went to sleep. um Dede said Dede now went to call him out from the room in the night. She went to call him out from the room. That's literally that happened like past four or so. She went to call him out to find out if he was okay. So she was trying to, like, be all caring. She asked him if he's fine, that he has not looked fine. I say, sure, you not go leave this boy alone. So he obviously felt nice about the fact that she came to meet him, and she's trying to care about him. And he now said that he pointed out her situation with Koyi as one of the things that is causing wahala for him. He said that Koyi has been saying some things about him. One of which is the fact that his situation with Dede is giving Saga and Nini. Yeah. Saga Nini also Nengi thing. That's what he said that Koyi said. He said he heard that's what Koyi said, right? And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. That is what was put out there by Koyi.
Is this your new friend? It's not like the narrative he's trying to put out. He said things like, whatever's going on between you, it's giving Saga and Nini, and that you embarrassed me in the club. I'm just like, okay, I'm confused with what's going on now. I don't want to do it back and forth with a 21-year-old, so it's totally fine.
So she was like, should she go and have a conversation with Koyi? He said no, that he doesn't want to do it back and forth with a 21-year-old and all of that. She was like, oh, so he's 21. Apparently she did not know his age, so she just found out about his age now. And he said, yeah, he was like, he doesn't want to do it back and forth with a 21-year-old. I said, oh, more. I don't think this conversation is something he should have had with her, to be honest. Like, even if he heard that Konyi said that his whole thing is giving Saga and Nini, it's something you have a conversation you have with your guys, or maybe with him or something. We are not even sure if Konyi is the one that said it, but he said he heard. Like, you're not going to tell the person. Telling Dede is almost like, putting it that, okay, this thing that you're trying to achieve, you're getting it, because I'm sure they viewed it from the point of like, okay, if that is what is given, then I'm succeeding at what I'm trying to do, because she wants it to be that, okay, this guy is all over her. That's how I see it. She wants it to be like this guy is all over her, and then maybe turn a few heads here and there. That is the game that she's kind of playing there. And Kola is in the middle of it. Like, he's very much into this whole game, because when they finished the conversation downstairs, she took him upstairs and told him that they should continue the conversation until he's ready to go to his own bed. So he was like literally lying close to her and giving her gist until she slept off. Right? So he's playing into it very, 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 very well. Yeah. And then for Gigi and Victory, they had their own relationship issues. Gigi, um Victory first of all was complaining that he's not really his full self, and he's not being free basically, and he feels like he can do more. That's why he's trying to avoid like a serious relationship in the house with Gigi, right? So he was just talking to these two people about it, right? And then for Gigi, she was saying that he doesn't want to define what it is. She wants them to define what it is that they are doing and what it is that they have, and that this guy is not doing it, right? And she wants more out of the situation. And she was talking to Denari about it, and he was just giving his own advice,
It's like
right?
this before, like, oh yeah, motherfucker. I want love too.
It should be direct pronunciation of intention. Like even if it doesn't say I want you to be my girlfriend, fine. But I want you to be with me. I want to be with you.
So they now finally had a conversation. That's Gigi and Victory. They finally had a conversation, just trying to understand where their head is at. So Victory just asked her like, is he that are you fine with me talking to other people? She was like, if we are having a thing, obviously I'm not gonna be fine with that. But if we're not in any situation, then that's fine. And he now explained that he doesn't mean talking to other people in terms of trying to be with them, like just having conversations. She's like, she doesn't have an issue with that, right? So, well, what happened apparently is he was with Joanna, and she has had an issue with him being with Joanna like all the time, because sometimes Joanna will sit on his laps and all of that. She doesn't like that, so she saw that whole scene of him being with Joanna and stuff. So that put her in this mood. So they were basically trying to define this their situationship.
Is it a problem with you if I'm talking to other people here?
Is that what you want?
I'm asking you a question.
If you say you're my person, then yeah, it is. But if we're not together, no, it's not.
I'm a relationship issues. I've been in relationship problems in the first week. This housemates, you think that they've been there for like 3 weeks. Yo, how are we getting to this point already in the house? Anyway, anybody that doesn't want to be with anybody should say it now. Talk now. Don't be doing back and forth, back and forth. If you are not on the same page, just let the person know so that they can move on. That's if they will move on. But like, shall let the person know. For Sultana and Jason has been going around trying to hear gist that has been happening in the house since he's no more head of house. And Sultana, she's having, apparently, Ruboy, sorry, Kocho has been telling her about the people that like her, and she's trying to like, she said she doesn't want to have anything, that most of them are lusting after her. They are not coming from, they are not trying to, they're not, there is not deep. There's just lost, and she doesn't want that kind of thing, right? So she's not playing into that according to her. But let's be watching Sha. Let's see how that's going to play out. Jason J, let's say in the put hand there too. So that's basically it for this video. There are so many other small things happening here and there, but these are the main situations from last night. I believe I've given you guys all the possibility. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I am going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you. Kizzy.